Ladies, gentlemen of this mixed martial arts world, ready to go with our main event. Tail to tape, brought to you by VeChain, the official blockchain of UFC. This is a pick'em fight at close. Dricus Du Plessis is 30, Israel Adesanya 35. Is he taller by 3 inches? Both men coming in at or below the 185-pound championship limit at middleweight, 4 inches in reach for the last style bet. All right, now for the intros, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Combat Sports Commission of Western Australia. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at octagon side are Ben Cartledge, Charlie Keach, and David Letheby. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Mark Goddard. Attendance and UFC fans watching around the world. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out RAC Arena in Perth, Western Australia. UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 24 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 184 pounds, fighting out of Auckland, New Zealand, by way of Lagos, Nigeria, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion and the number 2 ranked middleweight contender in the world, the challenger, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya! His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record, 21 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds, fighting out of Pretoria, South Africa, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC champion of the world, Dricus Du Plessis!
Okay, Israel, Dricus has been over the rules, you know exactly what I expect. Listen to me, keep yourself protected. When I say stop, then stop. If you want to touch, do it now. God bless.
Nothing else needs to be said. The words now give way to the action.
Oh, pumped for this fight.
There's an undeniable anxiousness,
so
I would think, for the entire MMA fan base as they get ready to watch a fight of this caliber and this magnitude. UFC undisputed middleweight championship. Dricus Du Plessis, the incumbent, Israel Adesanya, the challenger. Round 1 is underway. Special shorts on both sides, black and gold for Adesanya, the green for the South African champion, Du Plessis.
The energy in this place is crazy, man. I'm very interested to see how Du Plessis attacks Adesanya. We all know that Adesanya is a tremendous counter-striker. A lot of Du Plessis' best work is when he is able to blitz. But you got to be careful when you blitz him because of his ability to find shots in the chaos.
Looks like leg kicks are part of the early plan for Du Plessis.
His left kick is one of his best kicks. Keep a look on that left leg. Du Plessis, but he usually throws it from a southpaw stance. He hasn't been switching a lot so far.
Adesanya raises the guard as Du Plessis advances.
You can see the explosiveness of Du Plessis there. It doesn't take much like that. Look at that. Just explodes. But he's got to be very careful exploding into Adesanya that way. Izzy picking up reads right now, Dom. He's just all those feints, kind of trying to see how Du Plessis is planning to approach the fight.
Ooh. Good body connection, or so it appeared, by Adesanya. Now Du Plessis returns fire.
Yeah, Izzy's trying to mess up the range of Du Plessis by switching stance and keeping the feints going. It's hard to find range on somebody that's doing what Izzy's doing right now. Look how far out he keeps that lead hand.
It's because he's so long, too. Because he's so long, he can just kind of pop that jab on you whenever you're trying to enter.
Looks as though Du Plessis has already been cut on the forehead. Nice leg kick by Adesanya.
This is when you see Du Plessis switch to southpaw. That's when he's looking for that left leg.
Nice job by the champion to get that kick to the body as we come up on the midpoint of round one. The crowd in Sydney last year was not necessarily behind Izzy against Sean Strickland. He certainly has the crowd tonight.
Hold on, hold on, hold on! That's right, hold on!
This is the fight I expect Du Plessis to have, is to keep shooting like that. That won't be the last takedown attempt you see out of him, especially against Izzy.
And I'm being told it was a knee, excuse me, Dom, from Adesanya that opened up the cut on the forehead of Du Plessis.
Dricus has got to be very careful. He almost jumps whenever he decides to enter. Adesanya will pick up on that as the fight goes on.
Good left hand offering by Du Plessis after Izzy landed to the body.
Izzy threw a body kick earlier that landed real clean on Du Plessis. Now, the one thing Izzy can count on is that Du Plessis will fight at this pace the entire time.
That kick right there, he's got such a good left kick. He doesn't throw his right one a lot, but that left one he sets up really well.
It's going to be very important for him to kick. Oh,
ooh,
nice right hand.
Yeah, that's a good right hand from Du Plessis, and then back to work with the left kick. Adesanya shakes off that attack from Du Plessis, but again, attacking that lead leg.
Du Plessis does a good job of fighting from both stances, too. He switches really good between southpaw and convention.
And that's what we haven't seen people able to do a lot with Izzy. Du Plessis able to match that energy with the stance switch.
Du Plessis so good at raising that guard and keeping it tight, even dating to his UFC debut. Nice right hand from the champ.
That is a fast kick.
And that kick is lightning. I mean, he's so good with it. And he hides it because of the stance switch.
Oh, nice body shot.
Beautiful shot. You can see Izzy doing a lot of work early to the body of Du Plessis. I think it's very smart.
Champion advances late in the round, a round in which both men had their moments.
What a round.
Du Plessis smiling there. That's a good round, man. That was a good round. That was a really good round. By both of them.
Moet jy jou voete moet eerste, nie jou hande nie. Dan is jy perfek. Jaag hom, dan gaan jy uitbuis. Bly inbuis. Hy gaan baie nat wees. Hy's glibberig.
Translator.
Hy lyk 100%.
Translator's not speaking English for us. He's not.
I could not.
There's no way that's English.
I thought he was speaking English, but
No, it's Afrikaans or whatever it's pronounced,
but
the
why is
native
he-
tongue in South Africa.
well,
We need to know what they're saying, though. I don't know how to speak Afrikaans.
How's your Spanish these days?
oh
Terrible.
my goodness.
That, too.
Wait, somebody's got to tell him that he's got to tell us.
Right.
Please tell me what he said.
Well, if memory serves, they've spoken a lot of English in that corner in the past, but not tonight. All right, here we go, round 2. Du Plessis in green, Adesanya in black.
That's the second one of those kicks from Adesanya. Very hard kick, and
That's
that
heavy.
got an immediate stance switch. It flusters Du Plessis to land that. Nice. I mean, the power, you see the power in his punches on that combo. Turn it up now, these guys.
Yep, starting to pick up a little bit. That was a very measured round 1 and very close.
Adesanya hasn't missed when he has attacked the body. Seems like the scorecards from the media are assembled on both sides after round 1.
Yeah, of course. It's hard to really get a gauge. Oh,
Beautiful timing.
beautiful level change in timing, but Izzy seems to be getting right back up.
He's got that wizard deep. Let's see if he can defend. Beautiful defense so far. He's not out of trouble yet.
Great job by Dricus. Great timing on that takedown. Now Izzy's trying to get back to his feet.
Oh, he gets the hook in right to the choke immediately. And this is the style expected Du Plessis to fight right here.
Well, this is smart by Du Plessis. When he went to the choke, Izzy has to go back to his back and really abandon himself trying to get up. And now Dricus has got that wrist caught on the opposite side.
The hand control is key. The hand control from Du Plessis is where he's getting the control so well.
Du Plessis trying to find his way under the chin here in
Nice
round
job.
2.
Yes, he got high.
Throwing over that hook.
Great job by Izzy. Just shifting and clearing that leg.
That's big for Adesanya here, early round 2. Looked like a groin shot there.
Keep going.
Mark Goddard
Keep
says
going.
fight on.
Nice elbow.
A lot of energy expended there.
Now here's the question. Adesanya now seems to be picking up the pace. How much did Dricus use in that grappling exchange?
Nice uppercut by Adesanya.
Nice body work by Adesanya there. Oh! Gets on the shot.
Wow.
What a fight.
And now Du Plessis working right in front of his corner. Adesanya posts. Warning there from Mark Goddard after what appeared to be a fence grab. I missed it.
It is so hard to hold down Izzy.
Yeah, it's hard to hold him down.
It really is. He's still on his way up.
But that's why these kickboxers have gotten so much better. Yep. Because even though you take them down, they do a good job of getting back to their feet. Yep. But Dricus is doing exactly what he needs to. He needs to make Izzy wrestle. Yep. Long wrestling exchanges to try to wear him down.
Just like this. This is exactly what you got to do. You got to put two together. You can't stop at one takedown on Izzy. He'll always defend the first one, but when you put 2 and 3 movements together, it's a little harder for him to defend.
So no offensive wrestling from Du Plessis in round 1. He has shot 5 times here in round 2, secured 2 takedowns on those attempts.
Izzy's got to attack the hands if he wants to get away from Du Plessis here. He's turning, but he's allowing Du Plessis to keep his hands locked. He's got to attack the hands. That was nice.
Yeah, he's tripping well. He's attacking the balance of Izzy so that Izzy can't get his feet underneath him.
Look at Izzy's hands, though. He's got 2 hands free. He's got to be attacking the lock of Du Plessis. And what would serve him well is with the right hand attacking the front of the fingers of Dricus.
3 takedowns now this round for Du Plessis. Adesanya is upright with under a minute to go.
DDP wants to keep challenging the balance of Style Bender here up against the fence, tripping in, taking him, putting him on his hands over and over,
nice
driving his head
hands by Du Plessis. Again, this man all offense all the time.
It looked like Izzy was going to try to use that Kimura. That Kimura is enough of a threat that Du Plessis abandoned the back control and went back to the chest-to-chest lock where Izzy used his wizard to almost get up. But Du Plessis right back on that leg. You could see in this round 2, Dom, Izzy was starting to find the range and find his strikes. And that's when Du Plessis turned this into a wrestling match, which really served him well to end this round.
Genius idea.
All right, the South Africans wrestling leads the dance in round 2.
It was that frame is too heavy with it. Okay, we did thunder the frame.
Yeah, rushing a little bit, we're being methodical. Touch him with the jab hard and then step back, because you know the counter's coming. Be more methodical. Then off that read, touch him up high, jab come down low, high low. Yeah?
Voel jij?
Feeling?
Kijk, luister van mij.
Listen to me.
Vloei, slaan.
Flow, flow, heat. Flow, flow, heat. Listen to me. Give me the water. If you have him against the cage, break his back leg first. Breathe.
Right here, you see Du Plessis with a beautiful double leg takedown. Adesanya immediately wrestles the wizard. Dricus attacks a rear naked choke. Adesanya then has to roll back to his back to get out of it. And at the end of the round, it was Dricus with the back control, just landing big left hands. That was a good round for the champion.
All right, here we go. 3rd round of a possible 5 to decide the UFC middleweight title. There's that body shot from Adesanya.
That last part of the round got a little bit too wild to serve Adesanya. All that rushing and exchanging is better for Dricus, because then Dricus can get to his wrestling.
Adesanya splits the guard there with a left hand. Du Plessis gets his right through. I feel like Dricus might even sleep with his hands up here, right? Covering his face. I mean, just instinctively, always raising that guard.
He's very responsible with his hands. He doesn't drop them.
Ooh!
And that's why you're seeing Izzy go to the body with the kicks and the liver shots like that. Because when the hands are up, that leaves the body open.
That'll serve Izzy well to keep digging to the body with the punches or the kicks, so that then naturally Dricus' hands will start to go down if you start to damage him at the midsection.
Head kick partially got home for Adesanya. Feels like that body shot got Du Plessis' attention.
Whoever drives the forward pressure seems to win the exchanges on the feet. It's whoever moves forward the most tends to win the round in the striking.
And right now, Adesanya's got Dricus going backwards. Dricus has got to find a way to get going forward again so that then he can level change and try to get to a takedown.
Nice kick there by Du Plessis, but perhaps some energy conservation out of him here early round 3.
I love how Izzy isn't moving straight back. He never moves in straight lines backwards. He's always curling, and that curl keeps Du Plessis from being able to hit his bursts, his blitzes that he likes so much, because he's curling.
Adesanya's doing a really good job of investing in the body right now.
13 body shots, and he hasn't missed when he's thrown there yet.
That was a nice right hand by DDP there.
Yep, it sure was.
Good right hand from the champion. Beautiful elbow.
Didn't see that coming at all.
Nasty elbow from Adesanya. Du Plessis with a reset. Oh, good left hand now from the champ. Back and forth we go.
That was a nice left.
Dricus hit him hard there.
Yeah, that one was very heavy. He was trying another spin elbow and got caught with the left hook.
Oh, another one. Oh! Big shot by the champ.
Now a reset from Adesanya, and Du Plessis goes high.
You can see the power of DDP when he throws.
He was hit so hard.
Yeah, you could see it.
He really is like a dog on the bone when he shoots his takedowns. Izzy's dragging him across the octagon. Oh, nice right hand.
Big right hand.
trip. That was a trip.
Yeah, it looked like
I think he stepped on his foot even, to be honest.
that happens with southpaw conventional.
Yep, very often.
And these guys are both switching constantly. Right hand connection by Adesanya. Du Plessis able to land on the counter.
Ooh, nice left hook from DDP.
And it looks like they're both getting a little tighter, so they're not moving as much. They're almost making a deal. Let's fight now.
Yeah.
More fun for us.
Du Plessis a little bit labored with that previous advancement. Coming up on a minute to go, round 3.
And the stance switch from both guys is keeping both of them guessing.
Nice weapon choice there by Du Plessis.
Nice uppercut. These guys are so evenly matched.
This is a really good fight, man. It's so amazing to watch two completely different styles and just be that even.
Hey, hook. Heavy.
Look at that. Izzy throws the perfect uppercut. Dricus then lunges and lands two of his own.
Both men have landed significantly in round 3, but on the numbers, a decided edge for the challenger.
Man, he lunges into those shots, and they're technically not balanced, but he explodes so hard and lands often.
He leaves his feet whenever he tries to throw a jab.
And Du Plessis staying committed to the leg kicks as well. He's landed 16 of those. Championship rounds forthcoming.
Okay, give me a lot of breathes. Breathe. Just breathe. How are you feeling? Just breathe. Just give me breathing. He's done. He's tired. You're going to have to move him. Forward is all that works. He's messed up when he moves back. Push, push, steal. You ready?
You got to crack this guy down. You got to break him down. So after you brought the hands up, go back to the body and come back upstairs. Don't get too greedy, yeah? Don't slip in and trap yourself. You're all good and right. Right away, he always comes back. So you're going to come back. You're going to go hunch, change your step back, change your angle. Yeah, move your elbows on.
Round 4.
The corner of Du Plessis told him the only thing that works is when they got Izzy going backwards. In that 3rd round, Adesanya was able to dictate and go forward, and he had by far his best round.
We'll see if Du Plessis efforts to get back to the wrestling here in round 4. Again, working that lead leg of Adesanya. Oh, beautiful uppercut. And there's the body work from the style bender.
Beautiful sprawl by Adesanya.
Get up!
Oh, Du Plessis looks like he's fatiguing.
No way.
And yet fights through the exhaustion and lands a left hand, but I felt like I saw that too.
I mean, but it doesn't matter what he looks like, though. He's going to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's just uncomfortable. I mean, Stylebender's very dangerous at all times.
Nice right hand counter a moment ago by Du Plessis.
And the body work of Israel Adesanya is doing damage. That is really working for him.
It's starting to pay dividends.
And that was a sharp right hand a moment ago from Adesanya. Again, back to work on the body. Nice combination there.
He's landing at a higher frequency. He's a little bit more accurate. DDP is a little better with the grappling, but Stylebender seems to be landing at a higher clip with his accuracy in his strikes.
Well, if Dricus can't get any takedowns, and it's just a stand-up fight, it would really serve Adesanya well.
Look at that body work, 22 of 23. And a nice roll there to avoid that left hand offering. Big land by Adesanya, nice counter by Du Plessis.
The adjustment to the uppercut's working really well for Stylebender as well. He's throwing the lead uppercut and the back uppercut, and that's really helping him out.
Well, that's how you split that high guard. You come right up the middle. And now Dricus is going forward and he's finding more success, just as his corner told him. If you're the advancing party, you will find success. You just can't stay back.
Yep. The one who moves forward wins the exchanges every time between these two.
You notice that in round 2 now. You're like, the guy that's going forward, the advancing guy is winning.
Seems as though Adesanya's confidence is growing. A lot of volume.
Ooh, nice check hook. The body work is what's adding up for Adesanya. Instead of head hunting, he's going to the body. And it's hard for DDP to dodge those shots.
Nice
right hand. Yes.
And then a big left hook momentarily pauses. Style bender.
Nice left hook there by DDP.
Wow.
Adesanya's chin was way up in the air when he threw that left hook there.
Du Plessis commanding the center of the octagon.
Oh, he hurt him with that one bad. Right on the side of the head.
Oh, Izzy said, now stand and fight now.
A little Max Holloway downward point, big right hand. 3 in a row for Du Plessis. And now drags Adesanya down.
Straight to throwing one hook in. Let's see if...
Oh, he's got the choke. He's got the choke.
Du Plessis.
Oh, he gets it done.
And still,
oh my God.
South Africa, Dricus Du Plessis remains the man at 185.
The moment he was able to get another takedown, he got it done. You saw him close to that early in the fight. It looked like the momentum was swinging to Adesanya, and Du Plessis, in pure Dricus fashion, did exactly what he's done so many times.
No judges' scorecards needed. Dricus Du Plessis by submission, and still. Robert Whittaker, Sean Strickland, and now Israel Adesanya all in the rearview mirror, back to back to back for the middleweight king. Still knocks Dricus Du Plessis. And as a lot of us expected, Dricus Du Plessis perhaps offering up some sort of acknowledgement or apology. Dricus Du Plessis is a classy individual. And man, can he fight.
I think we saw DDP hurt him. And that little short circuit, you saw him smell the blood in the water and go after the finish. And genius, he had to see it. Not easy to hurt that man, but he got it done.
Right here, you see Dricus pressuring Adesanya. Right here with the jab. Oh, yeah, that was a beautiful left hook. Now, you're right. That one hurt him more than Izzy let on.
Yep.
Now, this one, it looked like he almost tripped him. Jab, double jab. Oh, another right hook and another. Then he got the takedown. And right away, he jumps on his back, jumps on Adesanya's neck, and starts chasing the shoulder. He almost had this in the second round.
Yeah.
But Izzy was able to get out. But as you start to get a little more fatigue, it's a little harder to do, and then Dricus forces the tap. What a performance by the champion.
I'm telling you, man.
I mean, you see DDP drag him down. He sees that he was rocked, jumps straight for the finish. He knew that he had Adesanya hurt from those shots he landed, so went straight for the choke like he did in the earlier round and sinks it in, gets both hooks in and finishes the fight. That is so difficult to do on somebody like the style bender.
And this win really had it all for Dricus Du Plessis. Responded to adversity in kind. He fights so well on instinct, and he has every mixed martial arts skill in the book. There are a lot of high-level champions in the UFC that don't necessarily train to finish. They control. This man has submissions, and as soon as he heard Adesanya on the feet, works the takedown, chokes him out of there, and still, Dricus Du Plessis now 20 fights, over 500.
I made a split mistake, but watch me. I'll be back.
All right, the official decision is brought to you by Hart Tools, with over 800 quality tools to maintain your home, yard, and car. Available at Walmart one final time tonight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 38 seconds of the 4th round, declaring the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dricus still knocks
I'm here with Dricus Du Plessis and still the champion of the world. How good does it feel to win this fight in this fashion and what this fight became?
Wow, I mean, obviously, one of the, if not the greatest strikers ever in this division. I need that takedown, got the takedown. You know, at this level, it's hard to keep people down. This man is the king of getting back up. Nobody can take him down and keep him there. I got a few good ones, landed a few good punches, but ultimately I believe this fight was won on the feet. Like I said, I'm alive right now. That's just a bonus. I came in here to die for this belt, and I came here to take a life. Luckily tonight, we didn't have to do either of those things. But here I am, and still champion, baby. Thank you, Pat. This was the most amazing atmosphere I've ever fought in front. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody back home, like my nie, hulle gaan nooit leer nie. Maar ons sal hulle maar elke keer herinner. Hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie.
Dricus, let's take a look at your work here. You're right, you did some good things on the feet, but early in the fight, second round, you almost got to the rear naked choke. And in the fourth round, when you were able to get that takedown, you jumped on his neck right away. Did you see something in the build that let you know that that might be a submission you could get?
Absolutely. You know, that was only the beginning of our sequence. That, you know, obviously the takedowns, Coach Monet was setting up the striking and the takedowns. And then this man right here, Neil Heiser, my grappling coach, with these two legends, a coach like Coach Monet puts everything together, the most brilliant mind in the sport. Coach of the year right there, and accompanied by a grappling coach like this. We started that sequence. If he was to base up, I would have had the underhook and head control, rolled him over, but it wasn't necessary. I had him in trouble on the feet. And as he fell down, I stayed calm. And when I got him, he fell down, I knew. Get the takedown and the defense won't be as strong as in the second round. Obviously, the man is a master at getting back up and not getting choked. And we had to work a little bit harder, but ultimately, right here, right now, this was mostly a stand-up fight, and that's why I became victor.
You spoke to Izzy for a while after the fight. What did you have to say to him? Because I have seen that this fight has always been rooted in respect at its core.
Absolutely, for me, now to share this octagon with a legend, not potentially 100% Hall of Famer. This man has done so much for this sport. And I'm really sorry that it came across that I disrespected the fact that he's from Africa. That was never my intention. No, tonight Africa would have won regardless. But tonight South Africa was the victor. It was an honor for me to share this cage with a legend like that. I have the utmost respect for him, warrior to warrior. And, at the end of the day, guys, believe me, I do not want to be kicked by that man again. Izzy, if you decide to retire tonight, thank you.
You fought Sean Strickland in January. He seems to be the next guy. What do you want next when you step in the octagon as the champion?
I want to hear and still. That's the only thing I care about. I don't care about the opponent.
Well, congratulations on a massive performance. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Still Knox, Dricus Du Plessis. I'm here with the former champion, Israel Adesanya. Take it in, my guy. People love you, man. Was there anything surprising in this fight tonight with Dricus Du Plessis?
To be honest, his toughness, I already knew he was going to be tough and hard to put away, and I was cracking him, but yeah, I already knew he was going to be tough, so it wasn't a surprise. But I was quite strong in there. I felt strong, able to resist his takedowns. I just made a stupid, dumb mistake on the ground, and he adjusted well to the gable grip and then got me. But I stand by what I said to my family. I will fight for you forever, I swear to God, no matter what. And again, I didn't do what I wanted to do tonight. And yeah, I'm disappointed in myself, but at the same time, I'm proud because this is the best I've ever felt. This is the best I've ever looked. And I just had the better man on the night, and I'll give him respect for that.
Izzy, you have fought 12 straight title fights. What's next for the Stylebender?
I didn't think this far. I didn't manifest this. But Look, I know everyone, you guys love me. This is where I started my career in the UFC. This is where I made my dream. Right here in Perth. But look, I'm 35. I'm doing the right things.
Here again, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya.
Well, he ain't going out like that, but he will be in the Hall of Fame one day, and perhaps Dricus Du Plessis will be alongside. It's nice to see those gentlemen bury the hatchet, and perhaps they will show up in each other's bracket yet again, but the man indeed is the South African Dricus Du Plessis. Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of UFC, easy to celebrate, easy to enjoy. In celebrating, they are indeed across South Africa. For Dricus, still knocks Du Plessis. The path to UFC Golden Glory still goes through Morne Visser's pupil, the decorated UFC middleweight champion, Dricus.
Hey.
We are in Perth, Western Australia for UFC 305, coming up on 1 o'clock p.m. local time. The sun will be shining outside. Great to be back in WA for the second time in as many years. All right, now we are going to show you the calendar for our next 4 live events. Next Saturday, it's UFC Fight Night Cannonier versus Bohalio from the Apex. Then September 7th, high-stakes welterweight headliner between former world title challenger Gilbert Durinho Burns and Sean Brady. September 14th, you may have heard, Riyadh Seasons Noche UFC from Sphere. That one is live on pay-per-view, and then the Octagon returns to Paris September 28th. Benoit Saint-Denis and Renato Money Moicano, the man on the marquee.
We need to find a way to cross the Romulus.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I don't see another way. They hunt. What the hell is this?
I don't know.
They breed.
There's something in the water.
They kill.
You open the door. Come on, help me, please.
Run. Once they grab hold, they never let go. Alien Romulus, rated R, now playing.
UFC 305, Du Plessis versus Adesanya has been powered by Prime Hydration, the official sports drink of UFC. With only 25 calories, 0 added sugar, BCAAs, and electrolytes. Now available at Walmart. Buy UFC Strike Now, the only place to prove your UFC fight knowledge. Make free weekly picks and win rewards. Head to UFCstrike.com. Buy Howlerhead, the award-winning official flavored bourbon of the UFC. To get your bottle, head to howlerhead.com to get bananas every fight night. And buy Slate. Fuel up with Slate's delicious high-protein drinks. Order online or find a store near you at slatemilk.com. Slate makes you strong.
A wall can stop us, separate us from our dreams. But if you're willing to claw, scratch, and kick it down, well, it's called a breakthrough for a reason. Be bullish.
The single greatest night of submission grappling returns to UFC Fight Pass October 10th. The UFC Fight Pass Invitational 8 streams live. Sign up today to see all past FBI events along with live combat sports events every weekend from around the globe. Be the first to see the future stars of combat sports with UFC Fight Pass. Download the UFC app today. All right, wrapping up things here live on pay-per-view. John Anik, Dominic Cruz, Daniel Cormier. Dom, we'll start with you. Dricus Du Plessis, man. I mean, maybe not a guy who wows you with style or grace, but he's got every skill in the book. He's got more will than most, and he is still the man at 185.
Well, he mixes it up, and that's what you got to watch. And you got to watch the way that he lands his punches and that left kick. There's things that are very graceful and finesseful that he does. It's just as a whole, sometimes it gets messy. But that's what makes him so tricky, is he makes it messy. The more pretty and finesseful and nice you want to look, the uglier he makes it, and then you go downhill from there.
You know, this is live. Dricus is still in the octagon.
Yeah.
This was big for him.
Oh, yeah.
Massive opportunity, massive win. And honestly, it was exactly what he said it was going to be. He was able to stand with Adesanya for long periods of time. They fought 3 very close rounds leading into the 4th round where, honestly, it started bad for the champion. And then he was able to get to his positions and got it done. This guy never gives up on himself. He's a champion. And now he just beat one of the greatest middleweight champs of all time. When Izzy is still in his fighting prime, he can still go. It's not like he's old and washed.
Right.
Dricus just beat a good Israel Adesanya, the best Izzy if you listen to what he said.
Well, right. He just said to you is the best version, right? Dricus Du Plessis is 8-0 in the UFC, and now he has left 3 former champions in his wake successfully, right? Robert Whittaker, Sean Strickland, and now Israel Adesanya. And, you know, I think you can argue that Izzy might still be the toughest matchup for him in this division, but Izzy now has lost 2 straight title fights, so that maybe won't be next. But this dude's the man.
Yeah, he's the man. And honestly, you got to stop. We have to stop looking at the product and going, this product looks different. It doesn't look clean. It doesn't look traditional. It doesn't matter. He's a winner, man. And he's got a ton of heart, and he just does not give up on himself, and he doesn't fear. He doesn't fear whenever it starts to turn on him.
Yeah.
He just continues to fight, and he knows what he can do. He recognized early, and he told me in the octagon, he goes, I knew it wouldn't be as tough as it was in the 2nd round because I know what I had done to wear him down and what he had to do to keep me off of him. It was tremendous.
You can learn anything from DDP. It's that it doesn't need to look the way you think it's supposed to look. This is mixed martial arts. It's a new sport. This is literally a different sport. Time for war, Dutchman. What we hear.
Well, and Dom, you were a guy with your style who was perpetually misunderstood for years, so I'm sure you can relate to this a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, people will tell you you're wrong until you win, and then you become right, and then everybody follows the lead and starts copying you. Watch people start looking like DDP as this thing goes forward.
It's different.
It's just different.
Everybody approaches these championship fight nights differently. Like George St. Pierre did not enjoy fight night, right? Dricus Du Plessis after round 1 is coming over and having a light moment with Daniel Cormier and smiling with you. I think he is able to properly compartmentalize competition and just realize success on the biggest stage.
I look back and he's looking over here smiling. Like, what is dude smiling? When you're fighting for the world championship, and it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows in this fight, man. Izzy landed 40 more strikes than him. Izzy was gaining momentum in that 4th round. What did Dricus do? He said, I'm going to keep fighting, get the takedown and get the submission. Unbelievable what he's done. He has now finished 4 of his last 5 or 6 fights.
Yeah.
They've all been against high-level competition.
And at the point in time when the finish came, not for nothing, Israel Adesanya had outlanded Dricus Du Plessis 87-53. I mean, the scorecards were what they were. They were completely taken out of the equation.
I have no idea what they were.
So Sean Strickland fought DDP competitively, obviously, to begin 2024. And we do have a major fight at UFC 308 between Robert Whittaker and Khamzat Chimaev. But it would seem that maybe Sean Strickland, DC, has the inside track.
Yes. It seems like Sean Strickland is next, and no one could ever complain about that. But if I'm Sean Strickland, I'm worried about what's going down in a couple weeks because I know what the potential could be if one of those guys has the big performance. But when you talk about Sean Strickland, he's a dog, man. He's gotten better and better and better. And since he's gone up to 185, he's done nothing but win. He's got great wins. He beat Adesanya himself. He beat Paulo Costa. And him and Drake has had a very, very close, competitive, and some say controversial fight. So there is backstory there.
I'm just being told Dricus Du Plessis was up 2-1 on
that's what we
2
thought.
of the 3 judges' scorecards.
That's actually what we thought. We looked at, I sent a text message out. I said, I think it's 2-1 Du Plessis going into the 4th. And everybody goes, you're crazy. I go, dude, I think he won the first 2 rounds.
Well, I think what you see is the adjustment with the grappling is another level, another layer that you're seeing that Israel Adesanya brought to the table. People watched him win with pure striking and limited grappling. Now we've got a striker that can grapple, mix it all together with the size, with the strength. He's got the full package.
He must hit so hard. He must hit so hard because when he's got a foot off the ground almost every time he lands.
He's jumping.
He's jumping into punches, and he's still rocking people.
So the next time Izzy competes, and all indications are that that's going to probably be relatively soon, right in an active competition cycle, he'll be trying to avoid a third straight loss. Any idea who you guys like to see him share the octagon with?
I don't know, because I was always, when I was thinking about this fight, and I was thinking about Adesanya in the build, I'm like, well, if he loses, what's next? Because he's fought for the belt so many times. And what's the motivation for a guy like that to go back and say, I got to work my way back? There are some big fights. But when you hold the belt for as long as he did, you've beaten just about everybody else in the top 10. So how far down do we have to go to find someone to fight Adesanya?
That's how it goes. That's the game, though.
That's the game.
That's the game.
So when Alex Pineda moved up to light heavyweight, I'm not suggesting there was promotional pressure to do so, but he didn't punt on 185 with finality. And now Alex Poatan Pineda is now injecting his name into this conversation because he wants Dricus Du Plessis. Now, at UFC 307, Alex Pineda is defending his title against Khalil Roundtree Jr., but it sounds as though he wants to move back down to 85 to fight Dricus Du Plessis.
What?
And far be it from any of us, why is that so surprising to you?
You see Alex forever?
Yeah, but
have you seen him? Hey,
never miss weight.
He wants to go back down. Hey, I said that Sean Strickland should worry about what's going to happen between
308.
Yes. If Alex said I want to go down to 185, now Sean Strickland should really worry. Because if he goes down, he'll get the title fight right away, and rightfully so.
I always felt like Alex Pineda didn't want that Adesanya series to end with a loss. So I always felt like he had in the back of his mind that maybe if that fight came around, he'd be back at 85. But far be it from any of us to doubt Poatan in terms of any endeavor.
That top 5 is stacked.
Could you imagine him and Dricus? That would be fun.
I know it's going to take you guys 2 days to get home, but safe travels.
Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable.
29 hours coming.
UFC.
Starting now.
All right, with that, UFC 305 hits the books with finality. The executive producers of the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
The Mix and Match menu is back at McDonald's. Choose any 3 for just £3. Only until the 27th of August. Go on, get mixing.
Rita didn't want to invite car dealers to her home to kick her tyres only to change their mind about buying it. So she sold to We Buy Any Car for a guarantee.